Hello and welcome back. This is seventh video of our series where we are deploying Palo Alto virtual appliance on Azure platform with high availability using Azure Load Balancer. In this seventh video, we'll create and configure NSGs for management and WAN interfaces, and we'll also assign WAN public IP addresses. So let's move back to your Azure portal. All right. So this is our Palo FW01. This is our first virtual appliance. We'll go to Ethernet 1, which is WAN interface. Click on this network interface. Go to IP configuration. All right. Click on IP config untrust, where you see your private IP address. Click on that. You see an option to associate a public IP address. Click on associate. Choose a public IP address. We'll create a new one. We'll give it a name. Again, it will be according to your organizational naming convention. For the sake of this video, I'll use the simple name. Palo EIP is the public IP address, WAN FW1. So I'll use standard and static IP address. Click OK. That's it. That's done for firewall 1. Similarly, we'll configure a public IP address for firewall 2 as well. So we'll open another Azure window. Go to virtual machines. All right, click on second firewall. Networking. Ethernet 1. Network interface. IP configuration. Click on private IP address and then click associate. Again, I'll create a new public IP. I'll give it a name FW2, standard and static. Click OK and save. The next step is to assign NSG to the WAN interfaces on both the firewalls. So remember, we discussed earlier that public IP address will not process any traffic unless you configure NSG on it. So let's go to this VNet LB resource group. We'll create a new network security group here. Type in network security group. Click enter. Create network security group. We will name it Palo NSG WAN. Make sure location, resource group, and subscription are the correct ones. Click next. Review plus create. All right. Yeah, so once it is created, go to resource, click on inbound security rule. Because it's a WAN interface NSG, so our firewall should take care of all the filtering of all the inbound and outbound traffic. So we'll create any rule with any port, because we don't want NSG to block or allow anything. Similarly, we'll create outbound uh, rule here, which will allow all the traffic. So this NSG will allow all the incoming and outgoing traffic towards the firewall, and then firewall take care of the filtering part, whether it should be allowed or not allowed. But because it's a compliance requirement from Microsoft Azure that NSG has to be assigned to your interface, so we'll have to do that. Now, once you have created both inbound and outbound security rules, click on network interfaces, click on associate. This is where we are going to associate this NSG to our network interfaces. So remember, Ethernet 1 is our WAN interface. So we'll select that, click OK. This is done for firewall, first firewall. Similarly, we'll create another association with the second firewall. So Ethernet 1 on FW02. So Ethernet 1 has been assigned. So after configuring this this network NSG, our outbound traffic should work now, because now we have assigned the WAN IP addresses to our untrust interfaces. We have assigned the public IP addresses to our untrust interfaces on both the firewalls. After doing this, our firewall should be able to process the outbound traffic. It means internet should work. Once we provision our test VMs, internet should work on our test VMs. All right. So I think we are done with our video number 7. We have created NSG for management and WAN interfaces. For management interfaces, we have done it already. So NSG is already assigned. To WAN interfaces, we have assigned NSG now, and we have also assigned public IP addresses to the both WAN interfaces on our firewalls. So in our next video, we'll configure our first internal load balancer, right? So let me know if you have any comments, and we'll see you in video 8. Thank you so much.